Hello and welcome to 7-Minute Guitar. Also check us out on facebook.com/7minuteguitar for the resources that are used in these videos. Today on 7-Minute Guitar, we're going to talk about the C chord locations. We're really starting a new segment that's going to correspond the chord location on the neck with a scale location. So initially, at the start of these lessons, it's going to seem like a review. You know, here's a C, here's a C, here's a C, which we covered on Caged Up the Neck. If you haven't seen that lesson, check it out. So reviewing a little bit of C-A-G-E-D up the neck, Caged Up the Neck, our C form is here at the open string location. Our A form is barring the 3rd fret and playing an A string. Remember the lesson called Capo Do I Need One? You can put your capo here at the 3rd fret and play your A chord. This becomes the position where you can bar your finger and play a G chord, and this is also a C chord. Or you can place your capo. This becomes the position that you play your E chord at the barring the 8th fret, or you can move your capo. Now the root note after this is right here, and we'll play our D form. Let's see if we can get everybody together. So there's our D form. Let's go ahead, move the capo. Now we're playing a D form C chord. And again, from this position, you can play your C chord. Can't really move the capo up any farther than, say, the 10th fret because it starts getting too wide for the capo to move. So with that, right here at the C form, open strings, let's see what a scale would look like. Just a standard 1-octave scale. A picture of the open position C form C major scale. So I will speed this up a little, but I'm going to place it in and use all 6 strings. But this right here is the open string C scale. Not just C form, this is a C scale. We're going to do the A form in the C scale, and we'll place our root note here with our middle finger. So it's just here we have an A form major scale. Here at this A major form, I'll play this C major scale through all 6 strings. Here we have the G form major scale. From this position, we can change our fingerings and go up to this G form, and our root note is here. This is a C major scale, and this one allows us to go through 2 octaves. The other 2 at this point have only been like 1.5 octaves. Here we have an E form major scale. So switching from this G form, we can come up here to the E form. The root note is still here on the 8th fret. This is still a C scale. Here is a D form major scale. Moving from the 8th fret, the pinky is holding the root note for the D form C major scale. So that is C major scales on the neck. That was 5 different locations you can play the C chord, and that was the scales we built off of each chord at each location. We built the scale off the C form up here, and you can build the scale off the C form up here. You can build the scale off the A form, the G form, the E form, and the D form. So in the next lesson, we're going to talk about the scales themselves, but I'm going to show how to connect the scales. This C form open string scale, how it connects to the A form scale, how it connects to the G form scale. That way, if you want to work your way up the neck from a low string here up to a high string here, then you'll be able to. A lot of times what happens is people practice their scales in a position and then they kind of get locked. They get in scale jail, what I call, because they get locked into a place and they don't know how to move from there and blend it to the next position. They just get lost. So stay tuned for the next lesson covering C major scales.